Fire Signs? Welcome. My name is Alyssa. This is my new direction channel. We are going to be doing a general reading for the collective fire signs. So whether you are a Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, you might have those as a sun sign, maybe your moon sign, maybe you just have one of those somewhere in your chart somewhere. And you are being called to watch this reading. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. A couple housekeeping rules. I cuss a little bit. I do. It sometimes happens. So if that's not for you, you should know that shit comes out of my mouth fairly regularly. When we are referring to a higher calling, a higher being, a higher power, a higher spirit, that is going to be different for everyone. You can be on a spiritual, like a spiritual journey, and align yourself with others on their own spiritual journeys as well, and have be going forward on a spiritual journey, but have different religious backgrounds. Okay, and I think that's very important for people to understand. I am a believer. I will refer to the higher a lot as the Lord. That's just kind of where I'm at religiously. But that does not mean that my religious, background or my religious beliefs are yours. And I think that is something that is very important, I think, to kind of get out, because I don't want anybody feeling like I'm shoving religion down your throat. That is not the purpose of this. It is spirituality and religion go hand in hand together, but they are not one. Okay, they are different things. So anyway, now that housekeeping is done, let's get into this. So the overall theme for I was just shuffling here, and as I said, let's get into this. The card came out, so we're taking it. It is rest and rejuvenation. So this is for the week of March the 8th through the 14th, I think. All right, let's get into this. For the fire sign spirit, the overall theme to the fire sign reading. Okay, wow. Quite a few here going on. Rest and rejuvenation, angel of love. The yin and the yang, attachment, and the world. So, and at the bottom of the deck is blossoming abundance and action and victory. Oh, guys, and the temple path. Okay. Great, followed by community. Guys, this is going to be, you guys are going to have an awesome week, fire signs. All right, so rest, rejuvenation, angel of love, yin and yang, attachment, and the world in reverse actually came out. So as an overall theme, these cards are really, what I am getting kind of, as an overall theme is taking that time, to rest and rejuvenate, yourself, doing things with the angel of the love. When the yin is up like this is thinking with your emotional side of life, okay? Yang is very action-oriented, yin is very inner, okay? So these three, very much like this. This is talking about the solitude that the angel of love gives, and your inner balance, the inner light moving forward. Okay, the attachment with the world in reverse to me is really, as an overall theme, these are really, picture yourself like this, okay, in your meditation state, with this angel of love, your inner peace. You have this attachment to the world that in reverse. So you have an attachment to how, I think, more or less how you are trying to connect and hold on to it. So as an overall theme, these 5 cards to me are very much saying, go back to your peace, okay? As a week, this is where we're going. We're going to our meditation piece because we need to learn how to release the attachment of how you see your world going, okay? Sit back there with the angel of love, allow the inner quietness and the inner peace spirit to talk to you, okay? That's important. Find that center, that quiet space with yourself. Because within doing that, within adding the love and adding your inner, just finding your solitude within yourself, you are able to release that attachment of thinking that you have to be the one who dictates the way your life is going to go. Okay? You need to remember that you only have a very small view of the greater picture. And that's not your fault. That's not because you're, don't be upset and be like, no, I'm open-minded. I can see the big picture. Okay, you can be open-minded, but you can't see, Spirit's plan. You cannot see the grand picture of, that's not something we are granted as humans. We are here to learn by experiences and lessons, but as a greater whole, there's a lot to things that we just don't get to see. That's part of the adventure of being here, okay? That's part of the adventure of doing this. So, your overall themes, that's a pretty big, heavy one for this week. But anyway, it is about sitting with yourself. Sitting with yourself, balancing out your love, balancing out your inner peace, okay? Figuring out that attachment and those things that you are still holding on to as far as this world in reverse, okay? You still have too tight of a hold on how you see it going. And the spirit this week is really asking you to, okay, that's fine, but if you want me to work my magic, you're going to have to let go a little bit, my child. You're going to have to let go. All right. What are the energies? So this is from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I am getting much better at saying that, only because I practice. Anyway, so these are the energies that we are asking, what are the energies that you're really being asked to embrace this week? As this week comes, as you go through this week, what are some things Spirit's just asking you to embrace? Okay? All right. Let us see. Spirit, what are you asking the collective fire signs to embrace this week? Thank you. The Parrot Spirit, watch your words. And that can be to, that's not just words. And be peace, Dove Spirit, be peace. And Dog Spirit, be loyal to what you love. Okay, awesome. Those are beautiful energies to be embracing this week. So the Parrot Spirit, watch your words. Remember that your words count. They count to how you speak to yourself. They count to how you speak to others. They count how you speak to the universe. Let me repeat that. They count how you speak to the universe. If you put out there again and again, I am not getting ahead, I am not getting further, I continue to fall, I continue blah, 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 blah. Law of attraction, friends, what do you bring back to you? Right, the same garbage, that same garbage. Watch your words. Watch how you talk to yourself, because the way you talk to yourself, that sets the boundaries and the standards that you allow other people to talk to yourself. Okay, when you hold yourself in a high regard, people are like, oh, you can't talk to her like that. I just know that. She would never allow anybody to talk to her like that, or he, not gender specific. Okay? Watch what you are creating. Spirit listens to all that. If you throw that out there as like, hey, this is what I'm after, I want to build this. I want to become this kind of human being, Spirit hears that. Spirit hears you talking. Okay? Watch your words. Dove Spirit, be peace. I love this one, guys. Be peace. There is peace within us all. There is a peace with, even on the roughest, craziest, darkest days. Okay? You can be peace. You can choose peace. You can always choose peace. And then the bottom of that deck was the Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. That includes people, places, things, who you want to be. Be loyal to you, okay? Be loyal to you. Okay, those are the oracles for this week. That looks pretty fun. I think that looks like a really great week. Okay? As you go through this week and start, and you're looking at maybe things that, are not unfolding. I know I'm not the only one, that is feeling right now that things are to be happening. Things are to be changing. Spring is in the air, and the winter, we're all shedding it off. And, I think it's more like cabin fever. We all just we're ready. We are ready to start it. This is how we see this going. This is how 2020 is going to be for us. Okay. And again, Spirit's like, chill out, kid. Just take a chill pill. Focus in back again on what it is that you truly love. Focus in again on that inner light that you are shining forward, because this isn't unnecessarily it can be a big action in the 3D world. Like, this can be something that's big and happening in your world outside of things, but it still starts within you. And so by being able to know and trust Spirit, that Spirit loves you, that Spirit's wants the best for you, that your happiness and that designed or that divine destiny that we are all on this planet, all in this, living this life to find. We are all here to experience happiness. We are all here to experience the good things. Okay? But when we get sidetracked, or when we start adding too much hold and attachment onto how we see that happiness coming into our lives, we can really botch that up. Okay? So anyway, overall themes. Wow. All right. Light seer stack. Let's get into the tarot aspect of this, since we're 12 minutes in already. That's awesome. Sorry, guys. Okay. So we are going to be asking from the light seers. We'll be asking for your current energies, kind of going into this week. Okay. Come on, you guys. Here we go. Thank you. Holy smokes. Some of you need to breathe. There needs to be some breathing done, okay? Sit there for a minute, and I need you to, breathe in deep. Right from the bottom of your soles, okay? Feel it coming right up from the ground, right up, all the way through. And as you release it, release the garbage, okay? Do that a couple more times. You guys are clogging up my cards here. They don't go very nicely when you guys do that, okay? Breathe it out. Thank you. There we go. A couple more big ones. A couple more big breaths, guys. That one much easier. Thank you. All right. Let's get into this. Breathe. Holy smokes. One of you. Somebody's in there. It's okay. Even if you're crying, just breathe it out, honey. Breathe it out. All right. Let's get some current energies for this week. The week of March the 7th, 2020. The collective fire signs. Ace of Cups. That's awesome. Ace of Cups, Six of Swords, the Emperor. Got some fears, challenges, and obstacles. Okay, thank you. Okay, bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Yep. This is awesome. And as spring is rolling in, as we are all starting to feel, life returning from the gray depths of winter. Not that I don't like winter, but at some certain extent, it just starts to drag on and you're like, oh, I need sunshine. At least that's how I am. Anyway, this is how I feel right now. Like this Page of Wands, okay? In all aspects of my life. Like just throwing up the, the wand of, I love these wands. I love these staffs. They're just, they, to me, seem so, this is kind of everything that I've been through. And then just the way that she's just like, yes, it is. this is the way that it, that everything has been through. But I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited that I'm here. I'm so excited that I'm moving forward from here. Okay? I am excited to be at this next step. Okay, and it's followed by the Seven of Wands. Okay? So the Page of Wands, this is at the bottom of the deck, guys. So the Page of Wands was followed by the Seven of Wands. So sometimes, people, and actually by the Hierophant, so keep doing it. Spirit has your back. It doesn't matter what anybody else says, what anybody else is thinking about your soul journey or your next step or what you're looking forward to, in the spring, what you're looking forward to this week. Okay, it does not matter. If it serves you and your soul purpose, then that's all the heck that matters. Do not listen to anybody else. Be this girl, and do not care what anybody thinks about this girl. Okay? And Spirit was right behind it. The Hierophant, your connection. Okay? Saying, yeah, no, I got your back. What anybody else thinks. Okay, so your current energies. The current energies of the collective fire signs for the week of March 7th were the Ace of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Emperor. Ace of Cups is all about new opportunities, and this can literally be in anything. Cups are about emotions and stuff, but your emotions are, they're in every aspect of your life. So really, the Ace of Cups is, that situation is going to be different for anyone. It can be love, it can be work, it can be a new outlook on life, it can be whatever the heck you have going on. You are, and maybe if this isn't, if you're sitting there and you're like, I don't have a new cup, where's my cup? It's coming. Open your eyes. Take that quiet time to sit, release your attachment on how you see the world going, and all of a sudden your cup's going to appear, okay? Because when you open your eyes to what Spirit's trying to give you, things start appearing. Okay, now when these cups appear, it isn't all just like, magic and candy and everything's in your hands and life is grand and that's that. You have your cup and you're like, woohoo! No, now you have to do something with this cup, right? Now you need to continue on with this cup. And that is the Six of Swords. Not all the time. But sometimes. Sometimes the passageway through, even though you have this new cup, or this new opportunity, or this new situation, whatever the heck is going on in your life, whatever this beautiful thing is to you, sometimes the passageway to actually that fulfillment of that cup, okay, is a little tough. Okay, sometimes walking with that cup can be a little, I don't want to spill you. It can be. It can be. The Six of Swords is like trusting, for one, that you are leaving behind whatever no longer serves you, the darkness or whatever this is back here to you. Okay, you are leaving behind that. Spirit here is pulling your boat. And even if you are maybe a little sad, okay, maybe your heart's hurting. Maybe this next step has been one that needs to happen, but okay, maybe it is a little tough. Maybe it's just uncomfortable. Okay, maybe you just have a lot of, there's a lot of growing that needs to happen right now. There's a lot of waiting and patience that needs to happen right now, and that makes you uncomfortable. That's okay. Six of Swords isn't like, yes, okay, it's a tough passageway, or it's a tougher, it's not even necessarily tough, it's just uncomfortable, okay? Not all situations, it doesn't have to be tough. It can just be uncomfortable. Growing can be uncomfortable. Changing can be uncomfortable, okay? So it's saying that this Ace of Cups, there can be an uncomfortable growth to it. There can be a process to it that is maybe slow or not, not as cheery and bright as you were hoping it was going to be. But Spirit, like these crows, guiding you, right? Guiding you, definitely guiding you. To the Emperor. This is an Aries energy. So maybe, well, it's a fire reading, so it could be you guys. coming into your own. Coming into your own. Being like, so the Emperor is someone who is the ruler of their own emotions, world, manifestations. Okay, they know that their connection as an emperor, their connection to their divine, to their higher purpose, to their higher calling, it's clear to them. It's clear to them. And when it's not clear to them, what is clear to them is that they are solid in their connection to the Lord, or to their higher being, higher purpose, higher spirit, right? Like, cups. Ace of Cups, clarified by the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is all about just, that intuition. That intuition. The Queen of Cups is just a very intuitive, she's a grounded, very intuitive being. Okay, so the Ace of Cups was clarified by the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is somebody who is going to trust, that she is intuitively going to trust, and she's intuitively going to know that this cup that is coming for her is hers. Okay? She is going to be solid and reflective, and she is just going to be like, yep, no, this is mine. This is for me. This is spirit, and this is what I'm manifesting with spirit. Okay? It is. This is what I am, as this queen, this cup, she's just like, yeah, no, I'm the Queen of Cups. I know what I'm doing with this. I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to manifest with spirit, and I'm going to add all of my love to this, and I am going to, this is a good thing for me. I'm solid with this. In the Six of Swords, it was clarified by the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups can be very fellowshipish. Okay. So not all the time does these passageways and stuff have to be tough and on your own. Okay? It's trusting that, one, you are always there with spirit. Whoever that higher power is, if you are a believer like me and that's the Lord, you are never alone. Okay? You aren't. And even if you're not a believer like me and you don't believe in the Lord or whatever, you're still not alone. Okay? You're not. You are always there. Like, you are always there with spirit. Spirit is always there with you. Okay? So this passageway, as much as that one really came off to me instantly as you're not on your own. Okay? The spirit is with you. Spirit is helping you. Spirit is is changing whatever it needs to be changed, is going through this growth, this process with you. Okay. That it can also be about your soul tribe. That can also be about people that are there to support you. Okay? The good people, and I say good people, but that is people that, that doesn't necessarily have to be, your family or your close friends, but it can also just be people that you connect spiritually to. Okay? That's kind of important. So this Emperor was clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is about taking kind of an inventory, of your life, of what you have accomplished, in all aspects of your life, in work, in spiritual, in your religion, in your life, just kind of on all aspects. So, so that Eight of Pentacles, as this Emperor, it's to me, this is very much just, as an Emperor, the work that it has taken to get you to be an Emperor. Okay? You do. You do. So the fears and the challenges, some of the obstacles that you could be facing this week, were the Page of Pentacles, the Empress, Four of Swords, and the Page of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Pentacles, this is about trusting and knowing that you are on the mountaintop of this new beginning. okay? You are on the mountaintop of this new beginning and you are ready to like set forth and, you know, start out. Okay, there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear that can go, you know, that can go with that. Knowing when to wait, knowing when to make your move, okay? Knowing what even the next step is. Those are tough ones. But the Page of Pentacles is saying just trust in it. Just allow to pause for a minute. Pentacles aren't always fast moving. Allow to pause for a minute. Allow to things to keep unfolding the way they need to unfold. And then, you know, trust that spirit is going to be like, okay, let's go. It's time to make the moves. Now is time. Okay? Those are legitimate fears. Okay? And those can be things that we all, especially when, you know, your overall theme for the week is just releasing the energies. You know, releasing your hold on how you see the world going, right? Okay? By releasing that Page of Pentacles, this is trusting. Trusting you can release that. Trusting that Spirit's next step is where you need to be. Especially when the Empress was behind that, right? Knowing that you and Spirit have this, you know, ability to create anything. You do. You have the ability to co-create anything. You do. But the moon in this card is so important, especially in this spread right now. Especially in this reading, okay? This moon is so important because this is trusting that Spirit is making it all happen. This is trusting that, you know, no matter what is going on, the more you release your hold on your attachment to how you see your world going, the more Spirit can co-create the way that it needs to go, okay? And sometimes we get caught up in this masculine energy of, you know, maybe the negative masculine energy of the Emperor, right? Too strict, too rigid, too in control. That we don't allow room for our softer intuition side, like the Empress, okay? We don't allow for that connection with Spirit to just be like, okay, no, I have no idea what you have going on, but I'm just going to let you do that. Okay? The Four of Swords, as you know, this is really about, you still need to take the time. Okay? If you're getting caught up and really all excited about what's going on in your life, you need to hold up. Okay? And by excitement, I mean not like excitement like an anxiety kind of an excitement. Okay? Something that is like upsetting you. Like something that's making you feel off kilter. Okay? If that's going on in your life, that is the indicator number one that you need to rebalance, that you need to recenter, that the Four of Swords, that self-enlightenment is where you need to start. Okay? And the Page of Cups in reverse. So kind of in this lineup of just fears and obstacles and challenges, you know, that you can be waiting. It is so hard to sometimes be one. Okay, so imagine, this is how I picture this right now. You are waiting for Spirit. You are working on being intuitive and open and allowing Spirit to work through everything, okay? You know what you want and you were like, okay, I know exactly what I want, but I want to co-create with Spirit. So I'm really in the process of figuring out how to, you know, release my attachment to all of this. I'm working on that, and I'm working on being this Page of Pentacles, and I'm working on, you know, finding my own inner peace, and I'm working on, you know, being this Empress and blah, 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 blah. We get so caught up in it that we just forget that, okay, now you're ridiculously serious. Also, on top of that, could you add fun in here? You know, you still need to have a joy in life. Do not get so caught up in, and this is an important one, I can say this out loud for my own self right now. Do not get caught up, so caught up and focused on, I cannot miss my opportunities. I cannot miss what, you know, Spirit's trying to say. I cannot miss this next step. I cannot. This cup is going to come in and I need to be on it because I want that cup. Okay? Okay, that's fine. But the cup's meant for you. It's still coming to you. So relax. Relax and have fun. Enjoy the moments. If it is getting too serious, you need to do this, have a nap, and wake up and be happy. Okay? Do not get caught up in the seriousness of life that you miss the happy moments between all of the rest of it. Okay? Don't do that. Okay, we are going to ask for some unknown factors that could be at play this week. The week of March 7th for the fire signs. Okay, some unknown factors. Unknown factors. Unknown factors. I've got a friend who has a bit of Leo in her chart, and she is not going to appreciate this first card that just came out at all. In fact, she probably is going to turn off this video and be like, I've had enough. I'm not even doing it this week. Okay, so first card out of the unknown factors of the week. The Hermit. Sorry, dude. The Hermit, followed by the Two of Pentacles, followed by the Sun, the Eight of Swords, Judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of your deck. Beautiful factors to come in this week, guys. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune was followed by the Ten of Pentacles. Sweet. That's awesome. Okay, so your unknown factors. This Hermit, I mean, we all know this, okay? There's a lot of us right now that are definitely feeling like something's coming, that Eight of Cups is coming, you know, and we're ready and we're going to take it down. And Spirit's just like, I know you are. I know you are, but you need to give me some time because it needs to get to you first. You can't skip the steps, okay? Be patient. Trust in me. That is half of it. If you trust in me, well, I can't speak for Spirit, but trust in them. It'll help with the process, that process of moving forward, okay? The Two of Pentacles, flexibility, okay? Flexibility and, like, look at this infinity symbol, right? Balancing the world and your spiritual life, balancing your work life and your home life, okay? The delicate flexibility of life, literally on a butterfly's wings. And that infinity symbol, continuous, lifetime, okay? There is always going to be a need to be flexible. You are never going to be able to balance life out and hold them steady like this every day. That is not possible. It's not. So get that out of your head. If you think that you can just hold your scales level all the time and it's always going to be like that, I am a Libra here to tell you that that is not possible. I function, okay? I run best off of balance. And I have come to learn that it is not always just, you can't hold it like that. You have to learn to be flexible. That's part of it, okay? That Two of Pentacles is saying, learn to be flexible in life. Learn to allow things to just go with it, okay? Okay, you cannot hold tightly to things. And again, that goes back to that attachment to holding on to how you see this world coming out. You can't do that. You cannot hold life by the reins and completely steer it straight. No, it has to do, like it has to move. It has to do its thing. You can hold the reins and you can guide your chariot down the way that you want to go, for sure. That's doable, okay? But you have to be flexible to the whoops and the whoop, land you. It's kind of like, what are those, the half pipes, right? That's like what you're going down, okay? In life. There's a giant half pipe with random jumps all through it, okay? But be flexible to that. Learn how to be delicate like a butterfly, okay? Learn how to balance that because it's continuous. It's never going away. That is life. The Sun is behind that. Bringing in that flexibility allows for the happiness to come. Releasing your tight hold on how this has to go for you to be happy, releasing that, opening up to just the flexibility of it all brings in the sunshine. Okay, the sun. There's happiness here. Yeah, there is. The Eight of Swords is behind the Sun. What is trapping you? What is trapping you? What is making you feel so afraid that you cannot let go of your attachment to how things have to play out? Why do you think, this is not for everybody, but why do you think that you have to hold on that tightly? Are you afraid that the Lord or the Spirit is not going to hold up their end of the bargain? Or are you afraid that his answers aren't going to match yours? What he wants for you isn't going to match what you want for him. Is that what's holding you trapped? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Maybe you do. I don't. But whatever is holding you and making you feel trapped, maybe it's your own fear. Okay? Maybe it's your own fear of just spreading your wings and trusting that, you can fly. Spirit's like, you can fly. I gave you those wings. I gave you those wings, so open them. Go, do it. Fly like an eagle, right? Because look, the judgment is after that. By opening up, by spreading out those wings, by removing yourself from whatever the heck you're feeling trapped, okay? And maybe the trappedness comes because, yes, where you are sitting right now, you can't open your wings because it's not for you. You're not meant to be there. If you are stuck in a situation in which you can't spread your wings, then you need to climb out of the cocoon to the top of the cocoon or the chrysalis and get the heck out of Dodge. Do not stick yourself in places where you are being stabbed. Seems outrageous. The judgment, guys. Come on. Be this white dove. Just release it. Fly with it, okay? Flexibility. There was a lot of butterflies. Butterflies and birds. There's a lot of flying. Even the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of your deck has more owls. Okay? Spread your wings. That's coming in really clearly right now. Spread them. I don't know. Who are you? Who needs to know that? But spread those beautiful wings and fly, and trust Spirit is flying with you. Okay? Trust that even if you don't really know where you're flying to, just trust that Spirit's like, yes, okay, that's perfect. I gave you the wings to fly. Now will you just fly so that I can show you the greater, grander picture out here? Come on. Trust it. There's good things behind it. There really is. Those are some pretty interesting factors for the week. Advice. Let's get you some advice for the week. Advice for the collective fire signs for the week of March 7th. They are taking on a whole lot this week. Advice. Sorry. Advice. The collective fire signs. The week of March 7th. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. The sun is at the bottom. And the Ace of Cups again. Oh, and the Queen of Fire. And the Knight of Cups. This is probably going to go on forever. Okay. Guys, their advice is the sunshine is here. This Ace of Cups, the situation that Spirit is like, I'm trying to give this to you. Can you please release your attachment on it? Release your attachment on how you see this all working out so that I can actually give you what's actually good for you. Please. Okay? Trust it. Trust it. You can manifest all of, okay, so, and that, I think that's, one thing about manifesting stuff in your life or co-creating with Spirit in your life is by going out and just being like, well, this and this and this are exactly what I am going to need here. That's not really how that works. Okay, when you manifest with spirit, it's on a grander, greater things than just which pair of shoes you want. Okay, it's about how you want things to affect you in your life as a whole. Okay, it's not just a little, glimpse and pieces like, oh, I want to go and make more money so that, I can, buy this. No, I want to better myself. I want to better myself. I want to be able to be a stronger person in my field, a higher person. I want to, create and do things like this. Like it's not just, to co-create with spirit, you just can't be like, hey, so this is my order for the day. That's not how it works. Spirit's like, you got to trust me and trust that, like, you can release your attachment. But then you actually have to put the work in. Okay? You do. You have to show up and put the work in so that what you want plays out. Okay? So your advice, the Sun, the Ace of Cups on the bottom. The 3 cards you pulled were the Strength. This is not about big liony kind of strength, okay? This is about inner strength. Again, finding that rest and rejuvenation, right? Going back, even that 4 of Swords again, right? Finding that strength inside of you. Finding that strength to know and trust that what is for you is coming for you. In God's time, okay? We do not roll on anyone else's time other than His. So get that out of your head. Appreciate and be happy for all of the experiences that are leading you up until this, okay? But get your vision, your control over this, remove it, get rid of it. It's not serving you. It's not. Find the inner strength. Find the inner strength to quiet that roaring lion that is just like, I'm scared and panicking and losing my mind. Why isn't this going my way? Find the inner strength to be like, it's okay. It's all right, kitty. It'll come back. You'll be fine. Okay? Spirit has us. We're not forsaken. We're not in the dark out here. There's a purpose. There's a purpose to the madness. 4 of Wands. Yeah, obviously, right? Happiness, completion. When you allow spirit to just co-create with you, when you start actually really co-creating with spirit and releasing your attachments to how you see everything playing out, you allow for celebration. You allow for things to actually complete. You allow for the good things in life to actually come to you. You do. Okay? And 5 of Air, 5 of Swords. Cut the tension. Cut the tension, cut the self-talk, self-doubt, whatever the heck you are doing, cut it out. That's not going to serve you. Okay? It's not. You cannot negatively talk about yourself or your life or, well, anybody, whatever you have going on. You cannot be negatively throwing garbage into that all the time. Because when that's what comes out of your mouth, that's what you become, okay? If you're only talking negative, self-garbage, whatever it is, if that's all that's coming out of your mouth, that's all you are going to hear. I'm actually going to read that one right from the book. The 5 of Air. Tension, conflict. Conflict is a good way to see my motives and intentions. I can use this experience to grow into a more authentic version of myself. It's not important to win. It's important to have integrity. Other people have different ways of thinking and may not always be in agreement with me. I am open to this opportunity to live and let live. Okay, that did a way better job explaining that than I was. Oh. We are going to pull one last card from the Untethered. The Untethered Oracle deck. a chatty deck too. It always likes to throw a lot of cards. It always has a lot to say. So last message, Spirit. Last message for the fire signs. Oh, okay, there we go. When your stuff gets hit, let it go, because it will be harder later. When your stuff gets hit, let it go right then, because it will be harder later. You must go through the darkest night in order to get to the infinite light. What we call darkness is really the blockage of light. Realize that the outside world and the flow of inner emotions come and go, but you, the one who experiences these things, remain consciously aware of whatever passes before you. I love that one. I pulled that one yesterday, actually twice, because I really needed to hear that message. Wow, fire signs, you guys have a big week ahead of you, okay? You do. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I think we all do in life right now. I think a lot of us really have big weeks ahead of us. Trust, okay? Trust in spirit, please. Put your faith in something higher than yourself, okay? Release how you see everything having to go. Release your attachment. Realize that there is love, there is intuition, there is just so much that happens on, there's so much that just happens in our lives, I think, that we just can't see, and I think we take that for granted. Okay, I think sometimes we really take for granted how much the higher whatever it is, how much they actually are there to support you and love you and bring the things to you that are for you. Okay? So anyway, that's that. Until next time, please like, comment. I'd love to hear your comments. And that is all. All right. Bye now.